Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Free Play Level 5, The Mines of Moria for LEGO Lord of the Rings. Alright, so here we are, basically right off where we left off from our story mode. We're going to go ahead and jump into Free Play. As always, we're going to recommend that you've completed the entire story mode, as well as picked up Berserker or the Mithril Fireworks to destroy the shiny silver objects, and Uruk-Hai or Shagrot or the Mithril boxing gloves in order to pull the orange handles, because those are pretty much the main things you're going to need to get. And other than that, if you complete the story mode, you'll have Sam and you'll have Legolas and you'll have everybody, so that's what we recommend. And right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and start off on the left hand side here. There is an orange handle we're going to pull, and it's the first of 3 statues. Now we don't get to the other 2 statues until we get into the area where we're getting attacked and the giant troll comes in. So we'll go ahead and point that out when we get there. But for now, we're going to run over on the right hand side and actually grab a mini kit with an orange handle as well. And as per usual with our free plays, we are going to speed it up 5 times and just kind of plow through the areas that are not pertinent to mini kits, treasures, or blacksmith designs. If you have any questions on how to get through a level or a specific spot, this will actually show you, but if you need a better explanation, we have a full walkthrough for each level, and you can search the actual trophy achievement name or by level, and you should be able to find that. So in this case, the Mines of Moria level 5 walkthrough would get you there. Alright, so here's the room where we will get the other 2 statues to pull out, and we will also get the Blacksmith Design as well in here. So we will go ahead and stud whore it up for a minute and get all these things taken care of, and then we'll switch on to our Mithril boxing gloves here right about now. And once we get those bad boys on, we're going to pull this lever. We can do some damage with that. Hopefully everyone's pants stay on while using the Mithril boxing gloves, because I'd hate to see what old Legolas could do in a dark room and a bottle of KY. Just playing. Alright, so we got a mini kit, and we're going to go ahead and speed it up again. Now, the Mithril Headrests can be found, and that's the Blacksmith Design. It can be found on the right-hand side of the room here, pretty much at any time once you get here. You will see me tuck into a little cubby hole here in a second once we destroy all these guys, and we're actually fighting the giant cave troll when we do it, but I recommend you go in sooner. And we did actually get this in our first run, so we don't actually get it now. We will actually get a purple stud. You can see it in the top right-hand side of the corner there. Top right-hand side of the corner. I'll spit it out one of these days. It's amazing. I try to talk like Micro Machine fast sometimes, and I just end up saying stuff that doesn't make sense. So anyways, right about here is where I think we tuck in. Yep, we're going to sneak right into this little cubby hole right here, and you'll see Legolas disappear, and we grab that purple stud. If you have not yet grabbed the Blacksmith Design, you will have found it there. Now, I have found, too, that by going through on a free play, if you've picked up any of the collectibles, you will often get a purple stud, which will really help you in order to get the treasure or the true adventurer status for collecting the stud requirement, which I have not talked about on this level. But again, this is more for the mini kits and all of that stuff. But it is 50,000 studs required for the true adventurer status. So we've got this on super turbo mode here. We've taken the troll out. We're going to go through a little session with Gandalf and walk through here. And once we get to the end of this little session here, we will destroy that silver box, or not box, the silver rocks. There we go. I knew it rhymed with box, so we'll roll with it. And yeah, then we'll get back there, and we got a couple mini kits, a treasure, and some more coolness. So wow, those guys were going crazy fast in the game as it was. They are just tweaking now. Looks like Starbucks was giving out free coffee or something. Alright, there is a purple stud up on the foreground there when the rock falls, so if you are looking for the true adventurer status, that is a helpful hint. And we'll use Berserker or the Mithril Fireworks to get through in here. And then we're going to actually come over here and destroy all this stuff on the ground, and then rebuild that wall in the back that you can see is going to be for me precious. We know who that is, don't we? Old Schmiegeldorf. And after a little bit of confusion here, I will actually switch to Gollum. And we will climb to the top. Now, this is one of those situations where I was having difficulties climbing, and I can see it's kind of broken up at the top, so maybe you're just supposed to go slow, but I could not just plow right up there. I had to kind of tap the stick, you know, tap, tap, tap it. The old Happy Gilmore again. What's up, Flight 180? That's Bobbert. He's pretty famous for saying one word online. You guys should comment below and tell me what you think his famous stagnant phrase is. It's one word. If you ask, I'll give you hints, but I'm not going to drop any hints. But old Flight 180, good friend of ours. He's been a clan member of the 503 guys for a long time. But yeah, as you can see there, I grabbed the orange handle after using the elven rope with Sam back in the corner to get that mini kit. I also used the Mithril boxing gloves, or Uruk-Hai, for the first time ever, as you saw there. And we pull out the old house key. Not sure where we're going to use the house key, but we got it now. And then we switch to Aragorn and pull out his awesome sword and destroy those Morgul bricks. Now you can see there's another purple stud, and I'm coming back to show you that there is in fact some more studdage back there, but maybe I already got it. I don't know, maybe I was wrong. I'm not often wrong. Although one of our fans did call me out on something. I mislabeled one of our trophies / achievement videos, and he brought it to my attention, and I was very grateful for it. And I'm sure he'll tell you I wasn't rude or anything. I was very, very grateful, and I actually think I apologized to him for having it wrong. But after you knock out the third Morgul brick there, that will do the mini kit for you. And that'll pretty much get us caught up until after the battle between the giant dragon face and Gandalf, which happens here in a second. And if you didn't catch it, there were 3 Morgul bricks or blocks, those black and orange things back there that I used Aragorn on. One inside, one out to the right, and one to the left of that secret area that we destroyed Berserker with. So feel free to wind it and check it out if you missed it. If not, then awesome for you. All right, why does the littlest guy in our crew end up getting to push the big, whatever that was? All right, so we're going to fast forward through this, and as soon as we get live, we're going to switch to Legolas. And Legolas is going to shoot that target up above and pick up the treasure. It was going pretty fast right there, so it might be hard to miss, but I promise you, you shoot that and you will get a treasure. And to be honest with you, I got it the first time, which is why you didn't see me get it added. Pretty simple thing there. You already had Legolas. You probably already got that treasure as well. But once we get to the bottom of the stairs, don't fear if you get the cutscene, because we just did, as you could see, and we could still bust that silver wall up and sneak in here. So this is kind of reminiscent of an old movie from the 80s in my childhood, the Goonies. It would be really cool if there was a trophy for like Frodo doing the truffle shuffle. That would be the bee's knees, if you ask me. And as you can see here, there are targets on both sides. Keep busting them until you drop that cage with the mini kit. And then there is in the back, you step on the switch and it actually cues the organ. There are 3 colors. And as you can see on the right-hand side, there is a little sign with 3 colors on it. Now, as proven in Batman, DC superheroes, it's a lot easier to get these precisely. There was one with a duck at the museum where you had to do it. It's a lot easier to walk onto it than it is trying to time your jump. Now, I say this, and you watch me get slaughtered by these giant spikes coming up through the ground. But it's like... It's ridiculousness, but you know, you got to time it just right, and you'll figure it out. And I embarrassed the hell out of myself, so hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes. And if you guys make mistakes, you won't feel as bad. You get to see my noobness going here. I get a couple of them all right, and a couple of them I miss horribly. See, and that one I felt was good. I felt that one was money, but at the same time, I don't think it was the right red. And then this guy was pissing me off. He kept getting in my way. I was about ready to just go jump off with him, but I don't know how much help that would have been. Thank goodness I already got the old the True Adventure status. Now, you need to do this 3 times if I didn't already say it. 3rd time's a charm. It'll drop that little bridge all the way down to the bottom. And we will be able to climb and into that little hole over there. I don't know why I emphasize the word hole, but I'm bored right now. I'm just trying to talk through this because it's a little embarrassing getting spiked. All right, look at that. 9 out of 10 mini kits. So we're getting pretty close here. We're going to speed it up again real quick and cut to the stair sequence. And once we toss Gimli across, we are going to sneak down through the hobbit hole that he creates now. And you probably got this on your first run too. If not, it's kind of an easy one to miss. You sneak around the back here, and as you see those blue studs pop up, there is a mini kit there. So that will be the 9th mini kit for you if you have been tracking along but have not gotten the mini kits in your first play. So we'll knock that down. We'll run down. We'll do this battle with this giant lizard. After the famous words, "Thou shall not pass." Ask grass for cash there, you big dragon. And he didn't bring any. He's on fire. All right, so pretty simple here. You guys already know how the deal works. Lego works in threes, so you got to go through this little attack sequence 3 times. And, you know, you're going pretty fast as it was. Times 5 is nutty. So that's pretty sweet. This is a long cavern. I mean, at what point do you hit the center of the earth? And what happens if you were a slow square pusher? Does it take longer? I always wonder about some of these sequences that fall forever. Boom! Speaking of falling. Alright, so now right off the bat, you're going to jump and hang on this little, I don't know, mill or whatever it is. And we'll go ahead and grab the artiste's hat and we'll put it on because it's stylish. It completes our gray outfit, which is kind of ironic. Then we'll switch to the old fro-da-da-do-da-do and grab mini kit number 10. Which is nice, right? I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote. So actually, I take that back. That should have been mini kit number 8 for you back there around the pillar, and that should have been 9. And then there should have been 1 for you right there when Legolas just shot that target on the high right there, and that will actually get you the full 10 mini kits. We got all 3 treasures, that artist hats being the last one, and then we'll sneak off into here. Now, as promised, we do have a little bit of information on how to get the what is it? We cannot linger trophy / achievement. I believe that's what it is. Yes, we cannot linger. Complete the Mines of Moria in under 15 minutes. We tried a couple of methods that were recommended to us, and they did not work. So we found one that at least got us the trophy, and it paid off because we needed a co-op one as well. So that video will be up shortly if it's not already up as of this. As you can see, we got all 10 mini kits, got paid for getting those, got all 3 treasures. We only picked up 2 this time because, as mentioned, I grabbed that first treasure coming down the stairway with Legolas shooting that target. And there you are. There you can see it. That'll go ahead and wrap up Lego Lord of the Rings Level 5, The Mines of Moria free play. And yeah, it's been fun. We're almost through the first movie, which is excellent. We got some great fans helping out, following right along, keeping me motivated to keep these videos pumping out. So appreciate that. Feel free to leave your comments and your votes behind. We got struck by the thumbs down bandit again. If you do not like our videos, please make sure that you let us know why so we can make them better in the future. As always, until next time,